Hello everyone, I'm Alec from AJay Farms, and today I want to show you what I've got growing in the outside bed that I have. Now, I've been wanting to do this video for a while, but the weather has been absolutely crazy. It's been raining, it's been hailing, and trying to get out here the camera was not very easy. But today is the first sunny day we've had in a while, so now I can show you what we've got going on. Now, most of these things are cool weather crops that I've got out here, except for the strawberries, but the weather's been warming up, so I've been planting some cooler weather crops that are okay with maybe a light frost, though I haven't had to worry about that too much. And only two of the things in here were started inside. One was just for fun. The other were the onions down here. But without further ado, I'll show you what I've got growing. And I also had to wait so long to do this because I didn't label anything. As you can probably see, there's no marker saying what anything is. So I had to wait for everything to kind of pop up so I could see what it was so I could show it to you. Without further ado, I will show you what I've got going. So right here, I have a few daikon radish. This is actually the deepest part of the bed, so this is where they'll grow the best. These radishes tend to grow down, they get very long, and they're not going to get to their full length, but they'll get pretty long, so that's good. And then here, I've got some lettuce going on. It's planted very thickly, so I'll need to thin that out soon. Here we've got a bit more radish. I think this is either Cherry Bell or Crimson Giant, I don't quite remember. And then here we've got a bit more lettuce. And then that lettuce right there is one that I had started inside and brought it outside. It's doing pretty well now. Got the onions. They got pelted with the hail, so they're not too happy like this right here. But they are starting to bulb up, which is good, so they're still growing, and they took pretty well. Here I've got some radish. It's either Cherry Bell or Crimson Giant, again, I don't remember. And they're actually doing pretty well. Some of them are almost ready to harvest, as you can see. They're starting to pop out of the ground, and they're getting pretty big, good sizable. Here I've got some garlic. I ended up having two cloves right next to each other, which I didn't realize, but that happens sometimes. Then over here we've got some Swiss chard. It's starting to come up pretty well. And starting to put on more true leaves, which is good. And over here, which I skipped, is some kale. I've never grown kale before, so for me it looks pretty weird, but definitely have to get in there and start weeding though, because a lot of the weeds are starting to pop up and get bigger. Don't want anything to get choked out. Then over here we have string beans. Now string beans aren't actually cold weather crops. They prefer warmer temperatures, which is probably why they germinated so weirdly. I only have two that actually have good leaves on them, so I need to go plant some more. But you want to wait till the soil temperature is around 50 degrees before you plant your string beans, or they just either won't germinate or germinate very poorly, as you can see here. Then if I can walk over here without falling, I've got some strawberries. And my mom really wanted some strawberries, so we got some plants and got them in the ground. These two plants right here on the right, I left the strawberries on them just to see how they look this year. And then these two plants actually pulled the strawberries off, and I'll let them produce strawberries next year to see if they get bigger. And then these two were too small to produce strawberries, so we're just going to let them grow for now. So they say to pull the strawberries off of your plants for the first year so you get bigger plants bigger fruit the second year. I just like experimenting on my own and seeing the results I get. And I honestly don't mind a smaller fruit, as long as it still tastes good. Yep, those are the strawberries. And so far, that's all that I have in this bed. Right now, I'm planning on putting a few more string beans since the weather's getting really warm outside. And maybe some more radishes, some white radish, some icicle, and just white radish. But for anyone who's wondering, this bed is, I believe, 4 by 16. So it's the standard width of a bed, but twice as long as you usually find them. And you'd be surprised how much stuff you can get. Like this area right here has nothing in it, so I kind of have a free reign of what I can plant in there. So I'll definitely be planting this as much, or as full as I can possibly get things in here without them getting too crowded. But the first task is to thin out the lettuce so it doesn't strangle itself out. But I hope you enjoyed a look at what I'm growing outside, and hopefully I'll be able to put a lot more things outside as we get the other beds built. They're going to be a bit behind me. It's kind of a mess over there, so I won't show it quite yet. But yes, this is what I've got going on outside, and let us know what kind of things you've got growing on outside. Thanks for watching.